everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iaccino's. Nice little dip in Ethereum today. That's why we wait for the close. Broke all the way down just above the 50 period exponential moving average on our 4-hour chart, but closed back in the rotation zone. Now holding so far just slightly higher. We want to see this get above the 1120. By the way, this did come up straight to our cluster area around this 1225 we mentioned in the last video before commencing the sell-off. So right now, let's change some of these levels out a bit. You can keep those levels on. Let's update that to the most recent highs, and then we'll also do a reverse scan box up here to get some intermediate levels, since it looks like we have a low temporarily in here. So on a rally, we really need to get above this 1106 level. That's going to be key. Then we'll be targeting 1120, 1160, then 1192 to the upside for raising stops. If this does not hold, watch for a return. Very key level is going to be the $1,000 mark. If that breaks down, then we're looking about 960. And if for some reason we can't hold that, then we'd be looking to drop all the way possibly back down to the 860 area. If we do go to new highs before a new video comes out, then the next levels are 1257, 1289, and 1361. Let's check in on the daily chart. It's helpful to keep everything in perspective with the bigger picture. So here's our daily chart. You can see coming straight down to the top of the rotation zone, the 8 EMA. Talked about we could return there, and we did. So now we've bounced back. This is going to be a very key level to hold, this 960 area. If we do dip below that, then we're back into the rotation zone. And again, I mentioned that around the 860, 870 area would take us closer to the bottom of the rotation zone and a prior breakout area. So we're just going to be patient and see what happens. See if it can hold this and turn back up, or see if it needs some more time to correct. Switching over to LITECOIN, which pulled back, dipping below the rotation zone, but back above it now, above this key support level around 250, the one we've been watching. So as long as that holds, we're good. If that does not hold, then watch for the return to about 225 right in the middle of this little GAN cluster. And if that doesn't hold, end of this clear path move, and 50-day exponential moving average coming in right around 206, which is critical. Switching to the 4-hour chart. Now we have the rotation zone against us, so anything we're doing is selling into the rotation zone right now until it can prove it can get back above the rotation zone, which would have to be done on a closing basis right now above 263. Above 263, we'll watch for a return to about 272, and then if we get above there, there's going to be some major resistance around 277. So until we can prove, get back up here, get through some of this resistance, and then find support with the first cross rotation zone, we're really just sitting on our hands unless we get a high probability reversal pattern at some of these lower levels. Finally, switching over to Ripple, really big flash crash today, all the way down to the 160 level, which we've talked about in prior videos. Snapping below the bottom rotation zone, which was coming in about 187, now all the way back up above the rotation zone. So lots of buyers coming in to step in there. So let's switch over to the 4-hour chart and see what that looks like, to see if there's anything that can be done. This move happened so quick, there was nothing we could do on it. It just snapped right back. But now we do have the rotation zone against us, and all this prior support is now becoming resistance. We're trading right now at a very key resistance level around 247. It's tried to poke above that a few times. We need to get it above the rotation zone on a closing basis, getting a close above 260, and then we'll be watching for key resistance coming around 276. If these levels can't hold, we'll be looking for first a return to around 214, which is a key level, and then below that we'd be looking for about 204. So that's what we're watching for in Ripple. It has to now prove itself. It might just consolidate here, let some of the still overbought condition work itself off, but if it can't sustain these levels and dips back down, we'll then watch for any high probability reversal pattern like a double bottom or something else. There's just nothing. We could look for a 50% retracement of this long-legged candlestick, but we have to see get that 50% retracement and then a rotation back up. The best level for that to happen would be around this 2 to 204 mark. That's what we have for you in Ripple, Ethereum, and Litecoin. We will talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.